Hi everyone, this is Sandra from Adult Reference here at Samuel's Public Library. I'm going to show you how to do the pinecone ornament craft. What you'll need is your foam egg, your paper strips, and your ribbon that you got from the kit from the library. You're also going to need a ruler, some scissors, a pen or a pencil, and a glue gun. If you don't have a glue gun, you can always come by the library and we can check one out for you. We're going to start off by making the 2-inch square. So you'll take your paper and you're going to make 2-inch squares. So you take your ruler and put it up to the paper and mark it every 2 inches. And what you can do is and try to make it as straight as possible. You can always take your ruler and go along that line and mark it with your pencil or pen, and then cut along that line. That way you try to make it as straight as possible. As you can see on your paper, it's patterns or colors on both sides of it. What I use as one side I'll use as my primary color, and the other side I'm going to use as my accent color. If you want to use the same pattern all the way through, then that's fine. What I've done is used one color as my primary and the other one as my accent. What your primary color is going to cover up the bottom point of your pine cone, and then these are just going to be your accent colors. So what you'll do is you're going to make your squares into points, such as this, like this. You're going to fold the ends of your paper down and make them into points. Depending on which side, their accent colors would be the other side, so you would fold it over on this side, so your point would be outside. So this is what you would see. If you're going to use this side, then it would be this way, like that. So what you do is when you get your egg, put your egg, I put this into a cup that I had. You can always use a mug or coffee cup or anything like that. And the fat end will go on the bottom. You're going to start at the pointy end of the egg. And what you'll do is I kind of like to mark it to where the center is, because that's where your points are going to start out as. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball it and see where, and mark it where the pointy end is. So what you'll do is you'll take the paper that you got, and you're going to start with your primary colors. You're going to need 24 of your primary colors and 16 of your accent colors. So depending on which side you use, this will 24 of your primary and 16 of your accent colors. And what you do is you just glue for this part, the tip part is glue, put a little glue on the edge and glue on the side and down here, and very little glue. You just need just a dab of glue on there. And what you'll do is you'll put it onto the point where you marked and bring it down. And it is a little bulky, but it's going to get covered up, so you'll be fine. Just needs a little glue on this side, a little bit more on that side. Okay. And so what you're going to do is just go to the next one I kind of started this one. And glue it around. Oops. Let's stay down a little bit more. So your tip's going to look like that. And it is sticking out, but that's going to get covered up, so that'll be fine. As long as you cover up the tip there, that's going to be fine. Okay, so then you're going to go for your next row, and what you'll do is you'll just take this and see where this is overlapping here, and glue that there. And what you're just going to do is you're just going to glue the end pieces here. You don't have to glue the tip. You won't have to glue the tips anymore because they're going to be sticking out, just like the leaves on the cones. So you'll just glue that over. Kind of get it as straight as you can. Keep it out with the comb because that's okay. And then continue to glue all the way around. And try to get them as straight as possible. So once you've got that first row in, it kind of looks like that. So the next row you're going to use is going to be your accent color. So I chose to use this. This is going to be my accent. And what you're going to do is you're going to glue where you've overlapped on the side here. So that's going to be glued right here. And what you'll do is you'll go down about 1/4 of an inch and glue that there. Get it as straight as you can by 1/4 of an inch. There you go. And this is another accent color. A 1/4 of an inch. And try to keep it as straight as you can. Just like pine cones in real life, everything's not going to be perfect, but and I got this tutorial off of YouTube, and they've used pens instead of glue. And if you wanted to use pens, that's fine. We just didn't have that many pens to give out, so that's going to be your next row. So your next row is going to be your primary. So once you go back to your primary, you'll have your primary colors and your accent colors. And you're just going to glue the ends. And you're going to overlap it into where you had it before and you have those same colors. And you're going to go down about 1/4 of an inch again. And you're going to kind of line up those tips together. And what you'll do is you can continue to go around it and use your accent colors and then your primary colors. And once you've got about 3 or maybe even 4 rows of your paper, it's time to put your ribbon on as your holder. This is your holder, like this. Depending on how long you want it, I've cut it to 12 inches. If you wanted it to be longer, then you would just do another row and then put your ribbon on. But now I'm going to put the ribbon on. And what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of glue in there. And let it glue down there. Just hold it a bit. Move to the other side. Go to the other side of the cone. Or the other side of the egg there. And glue the ribbon down. Okay. And then what you'll do is just continue on with the colors. Because this is my primary, and this is my accent. So what you'll do is just glue that on top of that. 1/4 of an inch going down, and then line up the points. And you'll continue around, all around, until you finish that row. And once you've continued doing all your rows, you can glue this together if you like. I like to kind of hang it there. You can also put a bow on top to cover up that piece of egg there, or put some paper, the primary color there, and cover that up. Whichever you like, you can put a bow or you can just leave it like that. Hope you enjoyed this, and hopefully we can. Another neat idea is, while I was doing this craft, is people who like to save their Christmas cards, they can always use the Christmas cards, just cut them up in the strips. I know the eggs that I got this tutorial off of, they used smaller eggs, but if you get the larger eggs, then you can just cut them up and use those cards as a keepsake for the cards that you get each year. I hope you enjoyed it. Just have fun with it, and we'll see you soon.